Today is Monday, June the 29th. We're here in Exeter, another beautiful day. We're in our soybean plot here. Right now we're kneeling down in our strip tillage treatment with twin rows, as you can see here. We're getting pretty good development here in our soybeans. We're at the V3 stage, lots of nodulation there on the roots. We're just about pushing out that fourth trifoliate there. Maybe expect some flowering in another week and a bit, possibly 2 weeks. But what we're doing today, I just wanted to describe, one of the things we're doing this year is tissue testing. And we're sending lab samples away and doing some tissue tracking. And so we are sampling every Monday of the week. Last week was our first sampling. We collected soil samples from roughly a 5x5, so 25-foot square. We're also collecting leaf samples of the first fully developed trifoliate there. And based on that, we want to see how our crop is doing. And we're also going to conduct some foliar fertilizer applications and see how that responds as well. Now, what's going to be interesting is we're already seeing some nutrient stresses here based on our lab tests with some potash deficiencies, and a lot of that likely due to our low testing potash soils here. Probably need to make some investments in some fertility going forward. So here's our soil test report from our samples collected on June the 24th. We have a few concerns that kind of jump out here when we're looking over this. So first of all, we're in a loam-based soil. You can see based on our cation exchange capacity, not too heavy, but fairly high pH, as well as we're definitely lacking in our potassium fertility there as well. As you can see, especially in the disc ripped and the 2680H treatments, we are pretty low there. Definitely lacking a little bit in our organic matter as well, especially where the disc ripper was applied. Don't know if there's a correlation there with tillage type. We have been doing this tillage now for 5 years consistently, and so another thing that jumps out at us here is our potassium to magnesium ratio. Definitely out of whack due to those low potash levels. So something we're going to have to look at in investing in some fertility and trying to build some soil tests here. Here's a review of our soil tissue test report that came back from Monday, June the 24th. We can see some of those soil nutrient deficiencies are showing up in our tissue testing here. We're seeing about an average amount of potassium in our soybean leaves. We're also seeing some deficiencies in some of those micronutrients. I'm interested to see how those change over time as we continue sampling. However, I am worried that with such a potassium hungry plant, we may be already behind and lost some yield potential there just due to our poor soil fertility.
Okay.